So once again, very good evening and welcome, our regulars and our newcomers. Now, this evening we have a very special guest. I should first of all ask if everyone's feeling well, in good health. Yes? It's okay if you're feeling a bit under the weather, because we do have a doctor in the house, and a very qualified one at that. It would be immodest of me to disclose his birth date, but having had a glance over his CV, I would say that if you had achieved half of what he has done in his lifetime, you would certainly feel that you haven't wasted your time. You'd lead a very fulfilled life. So Dr. Satish Gupta is someone who's very practiced and knowledgeable in the field of cardiology, and that's been recognised with a variety of awards. One is, if I'm correct, no less than a Lifetime Achievement Award from the former President of India, APJ Abdul Kalam. So we have, you might say, greatness amongst us. And this evening, Dr. Gupta will be talking on the secrets of the mind. So, you know, there's this question that's sometimes pondered: does the body rule the mind, or does the mind rule the body? And I have an inkling that this evening we're going to get an insight into that. And so I'd like to invite you all to extend a very warm welcome to Dr. Satish Gupta. Thank you.
Very good evening. I bring love and regards to all of you from land of Bharat, the India. So today I'll be talking to you about secrets of mind. Mind has any secrets? Or it is very simple? Yes. I want you to be interactive, because mind, I think everyone knows about mind. I think there's hardly anyone on this planet who doesn't know about the mind, because we are daily faced with lots of problems and solutions in the mind and from the mind and outside the mind, right? So what is mind? Let's start with that. What is mind? Thoughts, yes. Anything else? Living screen. Yes. Yes. Please, you can share. It will be nice, otherwise it becomes boring, you know. Suppose I keep on speaking, I finish my talk and that's it. So it should be lively discussion, no? Bundle of memories. Yeah. Right? Huh? Mind is place in our body. Is a place? Thoughts are being generated. I think, right? Yes. It's a function of the brain. You're right one way. Is there a mind and brain is same, or there's some difference between the two? Mind and brain, what is the difference? Mind is subtle, and the brain is gross. Yeah, they're right. What is the weight of the brain? Anyone? Someone from medical profession? Depends on the day. No, the brain remains the same. Brain, this physical brain. Brain is physical. Mind is non-physical, right? Brain has a weight, 1200 to 1400 grams, depending on different people. And the 1200 grams. 1200 grams to 1400 grams. Some people have 1200, some people have 1300, some people may have 1100 also. But usually that is the range, right? So that is the, and what is the weight of the mind? Yes? 0? Huh? Huh? But I have heard, people saying that today my mind is so heavy that I can't get up from the bed. Other times people say that today my mind is so light that I feel like flying. So when it is heavy and when it is light. When mind is full of stress, then it is heavy, and it is like tons. Weight of the body can be 70 kg, 80 kg, 90 kg or 100 kg, but weight of the mind can become more than a ton, right? And when it is light, when it is happy, mind is happy. So when mind is happy, and when mind is stressed, yes. Negative thoughts or waste thoughts, yeah. Then mind becomes heavy, right? And then you feel stress also, right? And what is when you feel light? When you're happy, when you are happy, what makes you happy? The food, a movie, or novel of your choice? Yeah. Yes, you are right. So I think today I'll be discussing with you. Anytime any moment you can interrupt me, any moment, right? If you don't understand anything, and ask. So I'm in a hurry. Actually, I do not know how to give talks. I just talk with the people, chit chat with the people. So I usually do not give talks. Doctors are supposed to talk interact with the patients, right? Interact with the people, not give talks, right? No? And I'm a heart doctor, so the talk has to be heartly, heart to heart. No, it has to be heart to heart. Otherwise, the disease does not go away. Heart, heart is a very sensitive issue, isn't it? Heart. What is heart? Physical heart is here, but is there something else? Some other heart also there? What do you say? Love, emotion. That is also heart. Love is a heart. People usually say that fellow has entered my heart. In Indian movies, we have a lot of, I think the Australian also, Hollywood movies also. Most of the movies have that, love, so-called heart. They talk about heart. Love is feelings, or the heart is feelings, or something more than that, or something less than that. Intellect, yes. Any other? Emotion is heart. When someone enters our emotions, then we become, in India we say heart is a temple. Huh? Someone can enter this heart. This heart is full of blood. All the 4 chambers are full of blood. I've seen so many hearts, in many surgeries, and seen the heart. I never saw a person inside the heart, because it was full of blood. So, and if at all he or she is there, then he has to come out 70 times, because heart beats 70 times. and 70 times he has to come back, he or she has to come back, no? No? So then this is not the heart, right? This is the physical heart. It's a wonderful pump. It's a marvel of a pump which never stops. We sleep for 6 to 8 hours, but if it doesn't sleep, right? If it sleeps, it will sleep for just 3 minutes, 2 minutes, what will happen? Yeah. So that is. So we'll just talk about first mind and heart, right? What is mind? What is heart? I'll be on the board. So because board, I feel the slide. I have the slides, but I feel the board is a better way of interaction. I will be showing you something later on when you can manage your mind, what you can achieve out. That is what will be on the slides, right? So when I say mind, this pen is a little. Mind and brain. See, brain is physical, it is non-physical, right? Weight of the brain I told you, 1200 to. So we just say 1200, and weight here, it variable, right? It is non-physical, so you cannot weigh the mind. But brain has got, in the brain, it has got two parts. One is higher brain, and one is lower brain. Higher brain, human beings have the higher brain, right? The right brain and the left brain. And if I just show you here, if you take this as the picture, right brain and left brain. Right brain, our left brain is logical brain, right? Thinks about conventional. It's a conventional brain. If apple has fallen from the tree, it should come down, isn't that's logic, right? And can it go up? Huh? It cannot, right? But the left brain thinks like this, but right brain can thinks that it can go up also, right? Emotions, that is the emotional brain, right? That's how the lovers, they usually talk about stars. In India, I don't know about Australia. The lover, the beloved, usually says that I can bring, the moon and the stars for you, right? And we go and stay in the moon, amongst the moons and stars. So that is what the emotions are. So that is so right brain and left brain. So but a human being today, either we are too much logical or too much emotional, but that's not the right way of living, right? A perfect person, a perfect man or a woman has to have a balance of both right and left brain, right? The person who has the perfect balance of right and left brain is an angel, right? Today, every one of us either are too much logical, we just believe in convention, we don't accept anything which is not conventional or logical. We want logic for everything, right? Is it possible to have logic for everything? But we are, the science, the today's present modern science is making us more and more logical, right? That's why emotions are going out of our life, right? Creativity is going out. A real scientist always will have a balance, right? All scientists, the real ones, they do the basic, the real research, like people who have, the Einstein, people who are sort of responsible for Madame Curie, or people like, Newton and the other people, the so-called who gave the science, its name, science its worth, for even medical science. They all were spiritual people. They had balance, to have the right touching, what happened, what is that essence, the thought comes, and then you start working on it, isn't it? So that is, so basically, so we have to have a balance of right and left. So what is causing the problem today is when you become too much logical, that also leads to stress, right? because logic is not the way of life. And when you become too much emotional, that is also leads to stress, right? Because that is also not the way of life. If you have adequate balance of both logic and convention, logic and the emotions or creativity, then you have healthy and happy life. Then only we can have a healthy and happy life. Otherwise, healthy and happy life is possible, not possible. Usually they say that the females, I don't know about Australia, females are more emotional and males are more logical. But this has disappeared, now, right? Isn't it? Almost disappeared. Yeah,
because of our upbringing.
Yeah. So that is what in India say, where in a family, if the husband and wife, though they have this single brain, single mind, then the best family, that is the best family, right? Both think the same way. That is, we know both sides, male and female. Male is more logical, female is more emotional. So you combine both, when you combine both means you just sort of interact with each other, and then what a male can see, the female cannot see, and what female can see, male cannot see, right? So that is then when you interact with each other at the same mental level, then you get the right answer to life, right? But in good times, healthy times, happy times, there was a time when we were in heaven, right? You believe in heaven? Heaven? There's heaven sometimes on the planet, or it is somewhere else? Huh? But we usually use the word heaven, right? We all have that, desire to be in heaven for at least few moments, right? And when we're very happy, we feel like in heaven, right? So that is a state when you are, have both, balance of both. So this right brain and left brain, and then we have the control room of both the brains. That is called, we call it a hypothalamus, right? This is the hypothalamus. There's a biological clock in it. Biological clock, that tells us the time. There's a clock, internal clock in the hypothalamus, which tells us the time, what time we should sleep, what time we should get up, what time we should have meditation, what time we should have walk, what time we should have a breakfast, right? And what time we should have our, work, which is the most efficient time. With less amount of energy, you can do more work. Lunch time, dinner time, right? Everything is, there in that. If you do the whatever you are doing, if you follow that your clock, then everything, without any effort, you can do it. If you do it wrong times, then what will happen? You have to spend a lot of energy, right? So this is hypothalamus. This is the control room of both the brains, right and left brain, right? So there is thermostat also, which maintains our temperature, right? Body temperature at 37 degrees Celsius. Outside temperature may be 0, but our body temperature is always 37, right? Outside temperature may be 50, but our body temperature is 37, right? So this is hypothalamus, right? And then this is pituitary gland. This is called as the master gland of the body. And then we have a lower brain. This is our lower brain. We call it midbrain, pons, and medulla. And then we have 5 senses, right? These are the 5 senses: eyes, nose, mouth, ears, skin, right? And the first sense is smell. That is, we call it first nerve, olfactory nerve. Second nerve is for the seeing, for looking, optic nerve. Third, fourth, and sixth, these nerves are to move the eyes up, down, sideways, inwards, whatever, right? To see sideways. And the fifth nerve is the nerve, you can feel sensations on the face. Someone touches your face, with what intention, right? The touch, it may be touch. The touch may be in anger. The touch may be in love, right? That you can feel, right? And the second part of this fifth nerve is for mastication, for chewing the food. And then seventh nerve is for expression. You smile, you have sorrow, and you are whatever, you have hatred for someone, right? You don't like someone, it comes on the face, right? How? Through this nerve, right? Okay. And then eighth nerve is, it again has two parts. One is for hearing and other one is for three-dimensional balance. If you have that eighth nerve damage, which then you will have giddiness, vertigo, right? You will say unstable, right? Okay. Ninth nerve is for speech. There's a voice box, but there's a nice one speech. And then 10th nerve is for, you have chewed the food, then it is for mastication, right? To chew the food, right? Okay. Oh, sorry, it is for to swallow the food. Okay. And the 11th nerve is for, suppose you're having the food, and the person who is serving, he asks you, you want more? So how do you say? Your mouth is full of food. You know, right? So this is an emergency brake. Say yes or no, right? So that is emergency brake. That comes through the 11th nerve. And 12th nerve is for your tongue. That is the last. Right? So this is how these are five senses are being controlled, right? The five senses, very important, right? For a human being. And then from the hypothalamus, we have two tracts coming. One is, we call it sympathetic tract, and another is, we'll call it parasympathetic tract. Right? Sympathetic and parasympathetic. So sympathetic is when there's a danger. Right? Our life, when any type of danger, any type of alarm, then this nerve, this system gets active, and this goes everywhere. Right? In the first nerve also, the nose also, mouth also, everywhere, eyes also, on the skin also, all over the skin, all over the body. So you're sitting here and some insect bites you, immediately you will know, right? And you will immediately move the feet, right? So this is going to almost through the nerves to every cell of the body. And so this is called a sympathetic nerve system, right? That is for alarm, right? And there's a relaxation system. This is a relaxation system, which is called parasympathetic. Right? Whenever you have relaxed, there is no danger, then you feel absolutely fine, right? When your sympathetic system is active, then heart rate goes up, blood pressure goes up, eyes become narrow, pupils become narrow, and then you are ready to fight and flight, right? Muscles contract, arteries blood becomes thicker, arteries become small, they constrict in size, blood flow becomes less, and when this happens, you are relaxed. What happens? Then your heart rate goes down, BP goes down, blood becomes thinner, right? It flows to each and every part of the body, right? And arteries, they dilate, they become full size. And between the two, there's another system, we call it RAS, reticular activating system. The balance of two makes you alert, keeps you alert, right? Like the red wire means commando, right? And the green wire makes you sleep, right? But the balance of two is required. It cannot be just one. Okay? So that is the system. And the higher brain has power of Asia. Only human beings have it. Animals do not have it. What is Asia? You must be thinking, I've come from Asia, so I'm talking about Asia. Is it so? No, that is not the reason. So Australia also, Australian people also have Asia, right? Huh? Asia means? Yeah, that's your right, very right. So this is our higher brain. This means A for analysis. Right? You can analyze. Whatever the situation is, human being can analyze. The animals cannot analyze. Right? They can analyze plus, minus, multiply or divide or whatever. Any situation they can analyze. That is also called as IQ. Right? The S means synthesis. Right? Whatever I have analyzed, is it good for, is okay for me, but is it good for my family? Or is it good for where I work? Good for the, whatever industry or whatever, hospital, wherever I am working, is good for that. So that is called as EQ. Emotional intelligence, right? Then I is for integration. That means, integration means, is it good for the whole world? I have discovered atomic energy, but if someone makes a nuclear bomb out of it, what will happen to the humanity? No? So that is the SQ. Right? Spiritual intelligence. And then in the last, we have assimilation. Assimilation means, whatever, now I have analyzed something, my family is happy, my workplace is happy, world is happy, what about me? At the end of the day, am I happy? That is called as HQ. This is the latest, right? Happiness quotient. Because it is only human beings can smile, right? Animals can smile, koala can smile, Tasmanian bear can smile, no? Lions can smile, monkeys can smile, no, only human beings can smile, right? What is the best decoration of the face? Creams, lipsticks, smile, right? Black, white, whatever may be the color, right? Thin, obese, smile is the best thing, right? You can have. So this is what happens to the human beings, right? And the lower brain, so that is, human beings, usually they should apply Asia before action, right? Before any action, we should apply Asia, right? We should all the Qs, IQ, EQ, SQ, HQ. So when there is a balance of IQ, EQ and SQ, then only we can have HQ, right? Okay, so that is higher brain. And the lower brain, so that is, we human beings we act after analyzing everything, analyzing, synthesizing, integrating, assimilating, right? That is what a human being should do, right? And the lower brain is basically, lower brain is we human beings have the higher brain, developed higher brains, right? The animals, they have the lower brains, right? They are developed. Higher brains are not developed, right? They only react. You touch a dog, he will bark, right? Like all animals for that matter. You try to hit them, if they provocate them, they will hit you, right? Hit you back. But if the boss scolds you, boss tells you something, whatever, you don't react, right? Your subordinate tells you something, you immediately react, right? Okay. We always analyze, synthesize, we see the past, present and future, right? Before doing anything, usually, right? And if you do not, then you end in soup. No? Yeah, we have. So reactions, what are reactions? See, basically, the 5 vices, you have heard about 5 vices? What are those 5 vices? lust, anger, greed, attachment, and ego. These are reactions, right? No? Reactions are actions. Just apply Asia, what will happen? They will disappear. No? See, these are called animal instincts. Animal practice in open. No? Whatever, lust, anger, if the two animals, they want to fight with each other, what they will do? They fight outside, or they say, no, please come inside, then we fight, otherwise people will make joke of us. No? Husband and wife, they're fighting inside the house on something, some trivial matter, and then fight becomes, always, all are experienced in that, must be. So, then they fight, the intensity of fight increases, right? And then they come to almost, huh? Yes. And then, suddenly there's a knock on the door, and then, there's someone on the door. What happens? They'll make everything all right, and then one goes and opens the door, and then he says, your friend, he's your friend, family friend. He says, I was hearing some sound. What was happening? Nothing must be from the other house. No, I think it was your voice. No, it cannot be my. We love each other so much, we cannot stay without each other. Right? No? We never accept, no? Do we? We never, right? It's not our nature, right? Greed, even greedy people also, they do not show it outside, right? But people who have attachment with the children, whatever, each other, they don't show it outside. Outside they show that we don't bother, right? Egoistic people also become very humble outside, right? No? Inside the house or the workplace they will show, but outside they will be very, very humble, right? Similarly, so these are basically animal instinct, not human beings, right? If someone is practicing this, we don't like it, right? No? Do we like people getting angry? Greedy people? Attachment? Too much attachment? Too much ego? Ego hurts, huh? It doesn't hurt. So it hurts, right? But we all have it or not? Yeah, greed. We may not have greed for money, but we have greed for name and fame, right? No? So these are reactions, no? And then they have their, kids. They have the siblings. Anger is two kids. Cynicism and hostility. Cynicism is finding fault with others. I do mistake. So I say, no, I did mistake because of, she told me, she did this, then I did it, right? So I don't, this was because of her, this is because of him, not me, right? And then greed makes us suspicious and assuming nature, right? And then attachment leads to anxiety and fear, okay? And ego makes us type A behavior. We have time pressure, work pressure, pressure of perfection, comparison, competition, and we develop jealousy, hatred for others, right? And lust leads to laziness and carelessness. People who have more lust, they are careless and lazy, right? And then these 10, so 2 each, right? 10. They have 10 further, 10 each further, right? So you can imagine, there's a full army, of these negativities, right? So they make us, our mind is negative, right? They make the mind negative. If you apply Asia, mind is positive. No? Yes? Difficult? Huh? So this is reactions, right? So as human beings, we should be using Asia, right? Okay. Is it clear? So, but the dead body also has this, the higher brains, the lower brains, but sympathetic tract, parasympathetic, everything is there. But does it function?
Why are they there if you shouldn't? Why is the lower brain there if you shouldn't use it?
We shouldn't use it.
You think that we would have evolved?
We 5 senses, you know. So we see, we hear, smell, eat. Can you stop it? No. They develop, they develop habits, no. What I see, what I like, I develop liking. That's becomes my habit. I want to read something, so I get that some book of someone. I like some author, so I want to read those. Whatever books of his or her, right? Here, I like some voice. Someone sings very nicely, so I just want to keep on all the time. Hear earpiece and keep on listening to that. Whenever I feel tired, I just give a ring to someone whom I like. I just want to hear his voice or her voice, right? So that is, so senses are there, but we can train them, right? Now, so this dead body, everything is there, but dead body can apply Asia? Yeah, dead body has this. What makes this function? A serious patient comes to the hospital. Doctors try to save him, but we are not able to save him. Relatives are waiting outside. Then doctor comes out of the ICU or emergency room, and then what he tells the relatives? I'm sorry, we tried our best. He has gone, or she has gone. Take the body. No? Do we say this? Or we can say, take your patient back. 1 hour patient had come, now it is dead body is going out. So what does it mean? What has gone out? Yeah. So what is the seat of the soul? This hypothalamus is the seat of the soul. Where the driver should sit, the soul is the driver, so where it should sit? This is the place where every control is there. Both the brains, right, left brain, the hypothalamus, the pituitary, and the red one, the green one, the blue one, all the nerves, they can be controlled. Steering is there, brake is there, accelerator is there, light is there, water is there, horn is there, right? Everything is here, right? So that is the seat of the soul. Okay? It's a point of energy, right? Point of conscient energy. That makes the body function, right? Soul is releasing the energy, right? Before I come to that, I just tell you about mind. Finish with the mind. Now, mind has got 4 aspects. Mind is not only thoughts, but it has got 4 aspects. We call it team. What do we call it? Team. T for thoughts, E for emotions, A for attitudes, M for memories, right? So that is team. If your team is positive, life is a game, life is a sport, right? It's a game like cricket, football, right? And daily we have, not one match going on, but so many matches, right? Almost every hour we have another match. No? Because we face different situations. And if our team is positive, then only we can win the game, win the match, right? If our team is negative, what will happen? We lose the match. And when we lose the match, we have sorrow in our lives, right? Win the match. Winning should be a habit, no? You can win only if your team is positive. So what is the difference between thoughts and emotions? Yes, anyone? Thought is?
Thought comes first, then emotion.
You're right. But what is the difference? One is thinking, one is feeling. Right. But when they become emotions, when thoughts can become emotions? Yes, they can. When intense thoughts become emotions, right? You think about something intensely, they become emotions, right? You think about something intensely, there is emotional change, right? Okay? See, thought is a point. My board is full. So can I think you'll remember this, right? I'll just put where I'll be able to place this. See, thought is a point. Emotions is intense thoughts, right? So between two people, suppose I think about this person again and again, that will become emotion. And then there's a vibration start flowing to between two people, two persons, right? That person may be thousands of kilometers apart, but we start flow of vibrations, right? They touch each other. You know, so your friend, your son is in US and you are here, right? Whatever, you know, emotion you have some, you know, because you always keep on thinking intensely about that your son, what happens? Telepathy. That is, telepathy is nothing but vibrations, right? They touched, you know. You think about him, his phone comes, right? And or you're thinking, he's thinking about you, you give a call to him, right? Oh, mom, I was just thinking about you. Dad, I was just thinking about you, right? No? It happens, right? Son, I was just thinking about you. And your phone came, right? No, this is vibrations, right? And then, when these emotions are prolonged, they become attitudes, right? Like, it becomes a circle, right? That is called as attitudes, right? Attitude leads to atmosphere around it. When you entered this complex, what you felt? Huh? Peace. The peace was coming out from the walls. Walls. The people who stay here, their attitude towards you, they have a welcoming attitude. They want to help you. They want to nourish you, right? They want your mind to be positive, team to be positive, so that you win the match of daily. You have wins, and you're happy all the time. No, that attitude, right? So that attitude, that creates atmosphere, right? And when there is an attitudinal change, then we act, right? Before attitudinal change, we don't act. We don't act immediately with thoughts, right? And then even some people act on emotions. They are not called balanced people, right? They usually lose, right? You know, I just acted in emotion, so I had I was deceived by that person because I just became emotional. And that's not the way. When the attitude changes, right, then you act, right? And then when the brief acts, once or twice, they become impressions. Okay? Okay? And when they are reinforced, these brief acts are reinforced by, impressions are reinforced by people, others also, they become our beliefs. Fine? Belief systems, you know. I don't know what beliefs you have, right? In Indians, we have different type of belief systems, and you must be having your own belief systems. And then, when you do it again and again, they become our personality traits, so-called habits. Looking, seeing, eating, type of speaking, you know. When you keep on getting angry again and again, our habit becomes what? Anger. You know, anger is just, you know, we become short-tempered. They say anger is sitting on the nose, right? No. Then you are, you know, identified by the personality traits, right? Type A behavior, always having pressure of time, pressure of work, pressure of your own habits. No, always perfection. I want, yes, 8:15 over. I have to go there, right? I want this at this time. Sharp. 9 means 9. 10 means 10. Right? Right? That is what it is, you know. So that puts too much pressure, you know. Deadlines, when you put deadlines, you know? So that is pressure, right? So whatever, you know, sometimes we're depressed, you know. Depression is also a personality trait. We are so sensitive, you know, something happens the way we do not want, things go haywire, right? Okay. And then, so this is our personality traits. Now we understood how the team acts. Now, when your personality traits are formed, then intellect stops functioning. That means your intellect has accepted. If someone will behave like this, I have to get angry. Someone comes late, I have to be angry. If someone is this way, I cannot, my happiness is gone. Right? This is a habit. Right? Once you develop this, intellect stops functioning. Smoking, alcohol, or some drug, doctor tells you not to do it because you have a problem, you have a heart disease already. You don't listen to the doctor. You say, no, it's important. Without smoke, I cannot live. Without alcohol, I can't sleep. It's a must for me. Okay, I'll die, but I can't be without it.
Yeah, because that's what I set up myself.
Yes, yeah. So that is how the mind is, right? So this is negative. Why this we are having all the problem? Because of this, right? So other way around is also correct. When we have memories, that leads to attitudinal change. Like we see something, that leads to emotional change, and then we have the thoughts, right? Through senses, right? I see someone who hurted me say 20 years back. My memories will come back. My files will open up, right? Yeah? And everything will open up, and then my attitude will change, right? No? I was smiling. I was talking very nicely. That fellow has come from this side, coming from that side. I just see. My file opens up, 20-year-old file, opens up, and I just recall everything. Yeah, this happened. This fellow should not come in front of this. I stop seeing that side, I know. Yeah?
I was really happy till he walked in the room.
Yes. And emotional change. Then emotions also change, right? And thoughts change, right? Isn't it? Now, every thought that it has been seen that every thought in the hypothalamus, when it comes, right? Our memories are stored here, emotions and attitudes are stored here in the limbic system, temporal lobe, right? And the amygdala and hippocampus here. Now, this system, everything, the memories, attitudes and emotion, they are, the end product is thoughts. So then when the thoughts, so whatever gave you an example, of seeing, then a memory file opened. Similar hearing, I hear a voice. Then I identify the voice. Then again the file will open up, right? Then the taste, I had this, my mother used to cook that food. After 20 years someone has cooked that food for me. My memories of my mom, opens up, right? Yeah, I just become emotional. I'm eating, but tears are coming out, right? Right? No? So that is how the files open up. Now, so whatever the product is, end product is thought. For every thought, when they come here, ultimately they go and project to the hypothalamus, right? And in the hypothalamus, every thought is converted into a neuropeptide, a chemical, a protein. Thought is energy, right? And when it comes to the hypothalamus, it is converted into a chemical called peptide. Peptide is a protein, right? That is called neuropeptide, right? It's a brain protein, right? And from here, it goes through the blood to each and every cell of the body in less than a second. Less than a second, right? 0.85 seconds. So every cell has receptors for it. So whatever, suppose I got angry, thought of anger, I saw someone and anger came, and the thought of anger, memory file opened, attitude, emotion and thought. Those molecules which represent anger, and the message goes to each and every cell of the body. And my whole body cells get the effect of anger, right? My red wire becomes active. I'm in a fight and flight mode, ready for the fight. I become reactive. The higher brain stops functioning and the lower brain, yes. These 5 vices come into action, and they're kids, 2 kids each, and then 10 kids, full Sena, full army of commandos. They are like commandos with, rifles, which can shoot 60 bullets in a second. Tuck, 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 tuck. Then I'm gone. My intellect is gone. I become like, start behaving like, I don't want to take the name, but I'm no more a human being, a balanced human being, right? My face changes, right? So, the whole body has got 80,000 billion cells. So whatever you're thinking is having effect on each and every cell of the body. So I say, think before you think. No thought goes a waste. If you want to change your life, suppose you have a disease, heart disease, hypertension, diabetes, headache, GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, right? Or your bone pains, backache, neck pain, whatever, asthma, cancer, anything is nothing but the end result of all this. Consistent thinking patterns lead to disease, dis-ease. The real word is dis-ease, loss of ease. First it comes at the mental level, then it comes to the body level, physical level, right? That's the mind-body connection. And every one of us is born with a target organ. Target organ means the maximum effect will come on that organ, right? Okay? That organ is a manufacturing defect. In the mother's womb, this organ was not made properly. In India, we say that it is because of the past birth, sinful actions, right? So in the past birth, if I had hurted someone's heart, deceived someone, hurted someone's heart, right? I made that, that person, I developed that person because of my actions, he had lack of love. He or she felt lack of love. This birth, I am born with, I bring less love from the last birth, right? And when I enter mother's womb at the gestation period of 5 months, then the soul enters the mother's womb at 5 months, right? And then the organs develop further. My heart will not develop, properly, because love is the cement which will, develop my heart. If I bring very little love, then I'll have holes in the heart, right? Even the walls will not be formed properly. I bring little more love, then the walls will be formed properly. The doors will be formed. Doors means valves will be formed properly, but then the paint will not be proper, right? Then my wall, the inner lining of the vessels, blood vessels, they will be very sensitive to emotions, anger, anxiety, sensitive nature, they are not able to ventilate, or any type of pressures. And then my little pressures here and there, they will lead to endothelial dysfunction. Inner lining will not function, will not be able to discriminate between bad cholesterol, good cholesterol. Bad cholesterol will start going in, and then blocks happen, and then heart attack will come early, right? Have you understood? So that is how then my heart is the target. Whatever wrong will happen will affect my heart. Little bit here and there, according to my personality traits, that will hurt my heart. For someone it may be lungs. He will develop attack of asthma. Little bit thing happening, little stress, he will develop attack of asthma. Heart, develop angina, right? Backache, anything happening, backache increases. Anything happening, head, migraine, episode of migraine, right? So you can enjoy various type of problems, right? Right? Yeah. See, it is of our making. The type of thoughts we have, right? Depends on that. So is it clear? So what is the plan? The future plan? Huh? Apply Asia. So how to apply Asia? See, Asia, we have Asia, but we don't apply it. Do you apply? See, when you want to be angry, you see, these things are natural. They become natural to us. Why? See, when you have to get angry, you have to make effort. Huh? Anyone who requires effort to be angry? Yeah? Natural. No? Huh? Greed, attachment, ego, lust, they natural. They become natural. Yeah? I think my time is over. Should I stop? No? Okay. So, they become natural to us, right? Now we have to develop, you see, whatever our thoughts, emotions, attitudes and memories, now they have become our natural way of life, right? This way, negative, they are physical ones. Physical, they relate to the body. Body's relationships, and body's material, right? Our belongings, right? They are all physical. Physical is unstable. No? Body, role, material. All three are stable, unstable. And when I was small, I was so beautiful. My hairs were black. Now they were big hairs, nice hairs. And I never used to comb them. Just do it like this. And now I just have very little hair. I have to keep on combing. One hair, I have to adjust properly. The people who are less hair, number of hair, they have to have a comb all the time in there. And people who are have good hair, big size hair, they just do it like this, and that's it. No? So so if they keep changing, body is changing daily, right? Roles are changing daily, and I don't have only one role. I'm not a doctor only, but I'm a husband, a son, a father, a friend, right? A brother, right? So different roles, but I become too much role conscious. Can I play the role of a doctor for my son? No. My son will tell, Papa, you just be a doctor in the hospital. Don't behave like a doctor with me. My wife will tell me, please don't try to be like that. Just behave like, what we are, right? Don't behave too much smart with me, right? No. Isn't it? So that is what. So we are basically, so that these all three are unstable. Today I am a multimillionaire, and tomorrow I do not know what may happen. I may be on the road, right? So that this is all unstable. That leads to insecurity, fear, and that fear leads to actually these vices. These vices are nothing but manifestation of the fear. And the disease, the very word bimari, in India we call it bimari shabd. For disease, the word is bimari. B means fear, mari means constancy of. B means fear, and mari means constancy of. So bimari, disease means constancy of fear, right? We have a hormonal orchestra here, hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal, which is responsible for sleep, thyroid for energy, parathyroid for calcium, for the bones, strong bones, right? Pancreas for our diabetes, sugar control, and then adrenal glands for management of challenges. We daily have challenges in life. To manage those challenges in life, the hormones come out, and then we have the gonads, male or female glands. There's 7 glands, right? And the secretion of these glands, that depends on the team. If our team is positive, that means the team is positive, then this orchestra, we call it hormonal orchestra, that is in harmony. And our life is like a music, right? So everything goes smoothly, nicely, flowing. We feel like flying. And when we anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego, then what happens? This hormonal orchestra goes haywire, right? The secretions of various glands, they go haywire, right? And then our life becomes a chaos, right? It becomes chaotic. It's a noise, right? We don't want to listen to anyone. We just want that our thing should be listened. People should listen to me. They are doing injustice to me. They are torturing me, right? No? Actually, I am torturing myself, and I say people are torturing me. I am torturing people, and I say I am being tortured. Right? Is it real? Yeah. So how to have that positive team? Yes. Anyone? Is it available in the market? Shopping malls? Yeah. Superstores? Go and give $1,000 and please give me some positive team. No? How it is going to come? See, the hypothalamus is a place where the spiritual energy becomes positive mental energy. Right? The soul is a truth, right? I'm a being, a human being, right? Human plus being. Human is humus. Word has come from humus. Humus means soil. And being means life force, right? Soil and soul, right? What is the difference between soil and soul? Soil, S-O-I-L, S-O-U-L, right? I and you, right? When I become soil conscious, that is body or role or material conscious, then I develop I-ness and my-ness. That is, I-ness means ego, my-ness means attachment, right? And that is the root cause of all the problems, right? No? Isn't it? You means universal, right? Unlimited consciousness, right? I think for others before me, right? I think about the whole world. So once we become, so now the soul is releasing 7 energies, right? Soul is a point of energy. It's not matter. Body is matter, made up of matter. Body is mortal. Soul is immortal, right? Now soul is releasing 7 energies. I call it the first is knowledge of the truth. Then is purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, and powers, right? I'll tell you. Knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, and powers. So you can remember like this. Sequence is important. Knowledge, Kp square, low high blood pressure, right? Kp square, low high blood pressure, right? Easy to remember, right? 7 energies, right? Soul is releasing 7 energies, and these energies are nourishing each and every cell of the body, right? Each cell of the body requires all the seven energies, right, to function. So knowledge of the truth leads to purity of mind and intellect. That leads to purity, leads to peace, peace leads to love, love leads to happiness, happiness leads to bliss, and bliss leads to powers, right? So what is knowledge? In a sense, I use this word ABCD in India. Not here, because is the meaning here is a little bit Hindi meaning. So I say A is Atma. Atma means soul. I'm a being, not with the human body, right? I'm a being with the body. I'm not a body with the being, right? I the being, soul, makes the body function. When I leave the body doesn't function. Heart is there, brain is there, nothing functions. Hypothalamus is there, nothing functions. And B means Baba. Baba means God. Supreme soul. I am a soul, supreme soul. What is the difference between soul and supreme soul? Soul is a point of energy. Supreme soul is also a point of energy. But it's ocean of 7 energies, spiritual energies. I am embodiment of 7 energies. Right? I am a pond of 7 energies, and is the ocean of 7 energies. Right? You can understand the difference between pond and ocean. Pond gets dried up in summers, right? But the ocean does it dry up? Never. Unlimited source of energy, right? So he's the ocean of knowledge of the truth, purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, and powers, right? C is connections. All the relationships are with him, right? With him, God. Right? Whenever we are in pain, we call out to whom? God, right? The atheists also call out to him. There was one atheist in one of the gatherings like this. He basically convinced people that there's no God. God is not required, and everyone was happy. God is not required. He convinced people. So in the end, When everyone is, say, you are okay? God is, no problem about God. God is not required. God is not present. Yes, we agree with you. Then he says, thank God, I proved that there is no God. Right? No? So that is, so my all relationships with him. He is my mother, father, teacher, right? Preceptor. He is my big brother. He is my friend. Friend in need is friend indeed, right? He is in need. Whenever no one is with me, he comes. You just think about him, he comes. You know? He gives you that vibration that, yes, I am with you. No? That. And then, he is my most beloved. The physical so-called beings, human beings, they can deceive, but he never deceives me. No? He is comforter of hearts. No? Then he is my surgeon, doctor. Right? I am having pain, I have no medicines, but I just go in, I say, oh God, please help me. What happens? Start feeling some relief, no? So he is a surgeon. He is always available. He will touch you, that you please go to the doctor, that doctor. Out there, 10 doctors available. That touching will come. Go to the doctor. Help comes, right? Or someone comes in form. He sends someone to help you, right? No? He is my surgeon doctor, and he is my child also. I usually have, I think about nine relationships at least with him. I experience everything but him. I especially work on these 9 relationships. And D for drama. This word is a drama. Each one of us is playing a accurate role in the drama. Each soul. As per the actions of this birth and last births. And God is the director of this drama. Creator and director. And he is directing each soul as per his or her actions of this birth and last births. Right? So whatever has happened till now is good or bad? Yes? Good or bad?
Good.
Anyone? Bad. No, but we always keep on thinking, no, this, you just don't talk about it. It's so bad. So I have been hurted by so many people. Psychological, emotional. Our 90% of thoughts are coming from the past. Yeah, our negative team is coming from where? From the past. Past memories. No? He insulted me, she insulted me, she did this to me, he did this to me. This thing happened, he deceived me, this happened, this happened, this happened. My child was so painful, right? No? Isn't it? You were born in the rich family, but still, I have not met any person on this planet. I have toured, widely all over the world, but I have not found a single person who says my past has been very good. No complaints. Multimillionaires, I have met them. My past has been very bad, very bad. Today I am because of me. Whatever I am, right? No one helped me. Right? So, D for drama. Whatever has happened till now is good. Whatever is happening now is very good, because now I have the connection. I know who am I and who is mine. Right? With the human beings, husband, wife, children, who are they? Friends. We all are basically what? No. We have the bondages. We are with each other because of past actions. Yeah, karmic accounts, right? No? Why someone out of 100 ladies, 100 girls, why this lady only became my wife? Huh? Or why this boy became my husband? There were so many girls, around my house. Yeah? No? No? They could have easily, anyone could have, because, why? Because of this, right? Karmic accounts. So, This is very, very important, right? And why this son or daughter or mother, father? Why I was born to these parents? I would have been born to a multi-millionaire person. Why a middle class person? No? Because of my karmic ignorance. So whatever has happened is good, and what is happening is now, because I have got the right path, right touchings, right? So now it's very good. And whatever will happen, whatever will happen will be the best, because now I am aware what is right, what is wrong, and I'll do the right actions, and right actions means right fruits, isn't it? So once you have this ABCD, then comes the purity of mind and intellect. Before that, my mind was not pure. I was thinking, I can't stay without her. I can't stay without him. I cannot see this person in front of my eyes. No? My mind was not pure. I was suffering from lust, anger, greed, attachment, and ego. These are the biggest illnesses on this planet. Right? These are mental illnesses. No? No? They lead to all the illnesses in this on mind and body. Right? And so that is what it is. So once you have an ABCD, what is meditation? Meditation is nothing but revising and realizing the ABCD. Right? Right? Atma, A for Atma, B for, just speak out. A for, B for, C for, D for, ABCD. Alphabets, first 4 alphabets. And that leads to purity of mind. You just realize this. I am a being, not the body. I am son of Supreme Being. I have all the connections with him. Now, if what my relations want from me, they want whatever they are doing, I should be peaceful. I should not react. Right? Whatever they do, they want. I want to be love. I should be loveful. No? Whatever they just abuse also, insult also, but I should be always smiling. Where from I'll get this peace, love, and happiness? That I can get only from God, ocean. No, they lead to dryness. It leads to dryness. Everything dries up, right? But when I connect with Him, I get that supply. So that is what. Then that purity. Then the negative and waste thoughts disappear. That is called as purity of mind. Peace, only positive thoughts. When I dwell only in truthful thoughts, ABCD is truth. Truthful thoughts. That is called as peace. Right? No unreal thoughts. No imaginary thoughts. No thoughts of suspicion. No thoughts of assumptions. No thoughts of cynicism. No thoughts of hostility. Right? No thoughts of doubt. No thoughts of anxiety. No thoughts of fear. No thoughts of pressures. No thoughts of hatred, jealousy. No? That is peace. Thoughts of ABCD, right? And then that leads to love. What is love? What is love? Anyone? One is conditional love. Today we are sharing conditional love. He is useful to me. He is very important to me. I give care. Love is caring, right? Conditional caring, right? That is conditional love, right? What is true love? Selfless love, spiritual, is unconditional love, unconditional care. You have hurted me, still I care for you. Because you are a soul, I am also soul. We are sons of the same Father, right? And my Father is ocean of peace, love, happiness. And how can I hurt you now? How I cannot care for you? My God, my Father cares for me. In spite of I do not listen to Him. I have not listened ever. Not to Him, right? But still He still cares for me, right? No? So that is what it is. That is called unconditional, respectful care for everyone. Everyone on this planet. That is the real spiritual nourishing love, right? Which nourishes. Conditional love leads to depression. Right? No? Today depression youth is because of what? Conditional care. And unrespectful care. Right? It's not respectful care. Parents are not able to give respectful care. The relations do not give respectful care. And then This love leads to happiness. One is happiness, sensuous happiness. Happiness of seeing something, reading something, eating something you like, talking, hearing, which you like, or touching something you like, going to places you like. That is sensuous. That is leading to disease, dis-ease, because we have got habitual to that. That is super sensuous feeling of happiness. Though this spiritual love, selfless love, leads to super sensuous feeling of joy. This happiness is nourishing. This will heal your ulcers, right? Peptic ulcers. This will heal your liver disease. This will heal your liver, the intestinal problems, more gas formation, indigestion, dyspepsia, constipation, right? This type of love, spiritual love, will heal your heart. Will open your blockages, right? Isn't it? And then bliss. What is bliss? Bliss is, no, joy is, super sensuous happiness will lead to bliss. Bliss means when you go beyond body and bodily world, right? Right? So, I'll say, I had such love, feeling of love, I didn't know, the time passed. That is bliss. You don't know about, it is beyond time and space. You go beyond bodily world, right? When you're lost in the spiritual love, with super sensuous feeling of joy, beyond that, so super sensuous happiness is when you go beyond senses, and when bliss is when you go beyond bodies, right? When you go beyond bodies. Huh? No, Atindriya Sukha is super sensuous joy, right? Then beyond Anand, Satchit Anand Swarup. Yeah, that is Anand, that is bliss. You go beyond, right? Beyond the body's world. You go to angelic world, right? You go to the lap of God, right? Then you get powers. Power of discretion. Once you have that bliss for a few seconds, then you get power. Power of discretion. What is right? What is right? What is wrong? That one few seconds of bliss, then you can decide this is right, and what I was doing previously was wrong. What we are doing, why we are earning money, why we are looking for bliss. We want life full of relaxation. No? So that is the power. Then the power of judgment comes. Yes, I'll do this now. Whatever may happen. The whole world may go against this, but like a boy and girl, when they get connection, so-called connection, that is actually physical, not spiritual, but then the girl runs away with the boy, right? And elopes with and taking the ornaments of her mother. Forgets the parents, right? And the brother and sister, right? That happens in India sometimes. I don't know about here. I think it's not required here. So, parents are against the marriage. So, but then it happens, right? She realized later on that it was wrong. Right? So that is power of judgment, right? And then comes power to withdraw. Power to withdraw, right? That is, you can maintain, normally we have the habit of making, making mountains out of molehills, right? Now this, once you understand the judgment, right judgment, then you make mountains, they convert mountains into molehills, right? Right? Okay? You can withdraw, right? Like a tortoise. Yeah? He just, whenever he wants to eat, he will put out the mouth out and then he will eat and put the mouth in. Legs also like this. Actually, this power to withdraw relates with our back. The ladies, who are very sensitive, they make small things very big things, right? The back, goes haywire, right? And then they will intervertebral disc disease, and they will slip disc, and then pain coming to both the legs, radiating sciatica, right? If you don't want to heal that, anyone interested in healing that? Yes? Then you become a tortoise, right? Right? The tortoise is the strongest back, Even a truck goes above it, it still remains intact. Right? I have experimented with so many people with very bad backs. They've been requiring surgery. And I told them to practice this. And the backs are now normal. That is, yeah. Make moles out of mountains, right? Yeah. Okay. So that is power of the power to pick up. Once you have power to pick up, then you can have power to tolerate. Right? Then you can tolerate. If you do not pegged up, you're here, there, everywhere. Then you can't tolerate things. I want this. How you can say that? How you can say like this to me? No, you cannot say this to me. That is power to tolerate. Without power to pick up, you can't have power to tolerate. Then power to face. You are ready. Commando action, right? I can face anything. Power to adjust. And then power to cooperate. Then I cooperate with everyone. Commando is always ready to help everyone. A commando is always ready to help everyone. Right? No? So these are the 8 powers, right? So this is all, remember, now this KP square, this is the energy which is being released, and here this is converted into mental energy. Thoughts of knowledge, thoughts of purity, thoughts of peace, thoughts of love, thoughts of happiness, and thoughts of bliss, thoughts of powers. Then they go to each and every cell of the body in the form of those chemicals, neuropeptides, and then each cell of the body is full of knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, and powers. And then each cell is reverberating, reflecting peace, love, happiness, bliss, powers, right? No? Like a small child, child is reflecting what? He doesn't look like a dull-headed, He looks intelligent, He looks pure, From each cell, looks pure. He looks peaceful, loveful. He's radiating love. The father comes tired from the work. He just has a look. He looks his child. Look, he becomes fresh. Tiredness disappears. And he becomes 35 years old, the same child. He comes fresh from the work. He sees him. He does not doing thing properly. He's not listening. He becomes tired. No? Right? So basically the thing is, you don't become tired because of work, right? Physical work. Negativity makes you tired. Right? A small wrong word from your wife or your husband can make you tired. Whole day working may not make you tired. No? Or your son, your daughter makes you tired. Your boss. Right? So thought. So just remember, so when you keep on practicing this, what will happen? So this is the way to have a positive team, and the healthy body, and a healthy heart, and a healthy liver, healthy tummy, healthy lungs, healthy brain, healthy eyes, sparkling eyes, radiating eyes, right? Helping hands, right? I hope I have told you some secrets. There are so many secrets. Subconscious mind, unconscious mind. If I go on, then it will be 11, not 10. So I think I stop here. If you have any questions, I'm ready to answer your question. But I can show you, I think some slides I can show you that how we could open. We developed a 3-dimensional healthcare program. We developed 3-dimensional healthcare program, and that 3-dimensional healthcare, 3-dimensional means spiritual care, mental care, physical care. All 3 combined. Today, in today's modern healthcare is 1-dimensional, right? Am I right? 1-dimensional. Only body, surgery, medicines, diet, exercise, physiotherapy, whatever you do is about the body. Nothing being done for the mind, not for the soul. But this combines all the 3: soul, mind, body, medicine, right? I'll just show you. This research is, I'll just show the results only. And then you can sort of, sorry for making you late today. You must have dinner also, Already you must be feeling hungry. Are you feeling hungry? But happiness is the best fruit, best food, you know. In India we say happiness is the best food. You know? So this is the research we did in Global Hospital, and we did collaborated with DRDO, Defense Institute of Physiology and Allied Sciences, and Defense Institute of Psychological Research, and 3 tertiary cardiac institutes, and Ministry of Health and Welfare, Government of India. And this research has been published in one of the journals in 2011. And 2013 we got a message from the Biomed Leave from USA. There is an official body of who sort of evaluate various researches carried out all over the world. And our research was in the top 20 research articles all over the world in this category, and our research was ranked top, number 1 in the world. Most cited, most visited by the researchers, doctors and public, right? And then 2013, 2014, 2015, see this 2015 again we got this news, 2015 November, the top 20, our article still remains number 1 in the world, right? Yes. This is very rare for Indian study, Indian research, very rare for Indian that goes number 1 in the world, right? Yeah. US, UK, Australian researchers maybe number 1. Japan, China doesn't, but that much. Japan, other countries, Korean. But we, as you know, this was we call it Mount Abu Open Heart Trial, right? This is my name in the beginning, right? My body's name, not my name. Satish Gupta, right? And this was a research by psychologists, physiologists, endocrinologists, cardiologists, clinicians, nutritionists, fitness experts, meditation experts. We worked hand in hand for actually now 18 years now. We're working still. Mount Abu Open Heart Trial. Then we had, I'll just go through. This is Abu Healthy Heart Trial, which is under publication. And this is the difference between 2 groups was nothing but diet was same, exercise was same, and stress management was, the Raj Yoga meditation was in this group, and this group there was no Raj Yoga meditation. They were told to do whatever they're doing, transcendental meditation, prayer, devotion, the postures, the breathing exercises, whatever they're doing, do it more, mindfulness meditation. But they were taught in a structured fashion Brahma Kumari's Raj Yoga meditation. And angiography was repeated at 1 year. And all the angiograms were coded so that there's no sort of bias, And 2 independent angiographers, they analyzed the results. And all the statistics also was done by independent person. And our 80% patients had either all the 2 arteries blocked or 3 arteries blocked, double vessel disease or triple vessel disease. Only 20% patients had single vessel disease. And our 93% patients could open their blocks. And this is the maximum amount of blockages, the maximum percentage of blockage which opened up, about 12% opening in diameter. And the people who did not do Raj Yoga meditation, it was an increase in the blockage. And I just show you some few angiograms. This is a 90% block here. You can see this. There's a dye is injected. This is angiography called angiography. And where there's a block, this you can see is a defect, right? This is a 90% block. And see this block now has become so less. You can see now the blood is flowing clearly, right? Is it visible? Yeah. So it's such a long block from here to here. And see this, how beautifully it has, without any angioplasty, without bypass surgery. It cost some $20,000, $30,000 in US, in your country, right? US it is $50,000 US dollars, right? And say 100% block. There were 33 100% calcified blocks, which we did not consider that they will open up, because we thought that how a stone can be opened. We can burrow through the stone, but to our surprise, 9 out of 33, 19 blocks also opened up, right? See this, 100% block here, cut off, and see this, now the blood flow is happening. And another 100% opened up. Multiple blocks, they all opened up. This is with Raj Yoga meditation, Brahma Kumari's Raj Yoga meditation, diet and exercise, right? Healthy diet, low fat, high fiber, balanced diet, right? And that was a diet also sattvic diet which increases 7 energies, kp square, low high blood pressure, right? And diet which are rasic diet, like the fried foods. Our diet contains more sprouts, the the oatmeals, the fruits, vegetables, salads, and the rice, brown rice, the pulses, and the milk. The milk which is sort of we say cow's milk, skimmed milk, so that the less amount of fat in that. That is called sattvic diet, right? And the rasic diet is fried foods, you get fast foods, that is fast foods. The rasic, that gives you laziness, carelessness. And the tamasic diet is diet which is sort of which makes you, which stimulates your sympathetic system, right? So sympathetic system is stimulated, right? So you become angry, anxiety, fear, that will come, right? Like you take more of non-veg, you take the foods like which stimulate the garlic is also stimulates the sympathetic system. The cold drinks, the soft drinks, hot drinks, they all lead to smoking, drugs, they lead to stimulation of the sympathetic system, right? So these things, foods should not be taken, right?
What about
ginger? Ginger is good. Ginger is sattvic.
onion and garlic both are?
Onion and garlic both are, they stimulate the sympathetic system, right? Okay. See this 80%, 90% block, they both open. So diet, and diet in soul consciousness, right? I am a being. I am giving the right food to the body. I am giving right petrol, It's a vehicle. This is my car. So I should give right type of good quality petrol for my vehicle, no? Do you ever put a cup of tea in your car? Yeah? No? And then we put everything in our car, no? Go by taste and put whatever comes, we just put it. That's how our car is clogged. Our engine doesn't function properly, right? Our heart is engine, no? So 80-90% both have opened up, and then this patient had 2 heart attacks, right? And the heart had dilated, ejection fraction, the contracting power of the heart becomes 30%. Normally it is 60%. And now, see, the heart has dilated, and after this patient follows meditation, diet. See, meditation is central, soul consciousness. You eat your food in soul consciousness, you walk in soul consciousness, you sleep before going to bed, you be soul conscious, write down whatever, audit your day, and then have 2 minutes meditation, and then go to sleep. Sleep at right time. Go to bed early, get up early. Early to bed, early to rise is the best way to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Today, it is late to bed, late to rise is the best way to be diseased and unhappy, sad. No? Sad, no? So see this. Now the heart has become, in the repeat angiogram, see the heart beautifully now contracting. New walls are regenerated. Stem cell therapy fails, but meditation you can regenerate the myocardium. And the 80% block opened up, same patient, ejection fraction was only 20%, right? From 60 it came down to 20, and repeat angiogram it became normal. So you can see this, beautifully heart is contracting. All the walls have been regenerated. 100% block opened up. Control group, all the blocks increased, you can see this. These people followed the same diet, same exercise. They were told about stress, but they were told to practice whatever you're doing, TM, transcendental meditation or mindfulness meditation or whatever you're doing, prayer, devotion, going to churches, going to temples or to whatever they do, or masjid, mosque. Do it more. We had many Muslims in this program, 6 Christians into this program. We had patients from all over the world. Now we have more than 7,000 patients, but all the blocks have increased. See this, all the block, each block actually represents our thought patterns, type of thought patterns you have. By looking at the angiogram, I can tell you that this person, I know all the reports come from all over the world. When I see the angiogram, I can just identify this person personality must be like this. From the angiogram, I can tell, like people see from the palmists, and I can see from angiogram. Because we have correlated the psychological patterns with the blocks. And if they change these, we have to change these patterns, these thinking patterns, only then the block will open up. Right? We have seen that when we tell them, your block is because of this, and with Raj Yoga meditation you change your this thinking pattern. You create new sanskaras, new habits by this, by being soul conscious. New thoughts, new thought patterns can be created. New personality traits can be formed. Old can disappear, right? And then you get these blocks open up. Otherwise, when this patient was put into the program again, Raj Yoga meditation, the blocks opened up. See, this block has increased. Another patient, 100% block. Here, this the cutoff. This artery is cut off. You can see this. And the repeat angiogram. See, this whole artery has come up. So these patients, their type A behavior, anxiety, depression, anger in this group, people who practiced Raj Yoga meditation, they decreased, they improved, and here they didn't, not much change was seen. And people could stop smoking alcohol, and diet adherence and exercise adherence was better than the control group. And see this? Initially they had beta rhythm, that's thought frequency is very high. Alpha is about 8 to 12 thoughts in a minute, and theta is about 4 to 7 thoughts in a minute. See this? With just 7 days after the program, alpha rhythm improves, beta comes down, theta improves. So better sleep, right? A person like this feels very busy because a lot of thoughts are coming in a minute, and person when you do meditate, then less number of thoughts are coming in a minute. So person feels easy, right? And then this is red wire, and this is the alpha rhythm beta rhythm coming down, alpha improving, theta improving. Delta is deep sleep. That is, after 1 year of this thing practice, you become so relaxed as if you are sleeping, right? And you're not tired. Do I look tired to you? No? I'm talking for last 2 hours. So that is the beauty of this red wire, red and sympathetic, parasympathetic, that comes down within 7 days, and at 1 year there's complete harmony between. At 2 years also complete harmony. And the stress hormones, they come down on 7 days, 7th day itself, stress hormone. Adrenaline levels, noradrenaline levels, dopamine levels, and the endorphin, natural morphines. When you're happy, positive, then all the pains disappear. Backache, headache, knee pains, heart pain, all the pains disappear. You feel very light, you feel like flying. And see this, it is 7th day itself, it does increase. And the stress hormones which come out, cortisol, steroids from the adrenal gland, challenge facing hormones, 8 a.m. itself, 7th day itself, there is a significant decrease. Right? Up to 8 a.m. you have to just be peaceful. Don't talk up to 8 a.m. Be in silence. And practice only positive team up to 8 a.m. because till 8 a.m. this hormone is being released. So if you can, in India we used to practice this. In the old times, ladies used to be chanting, devotional songs, and people go to temples, mosques, and gurdwaras, churches in the morning. And now because of the mobiles, computers, the television, everyone the newspapers, they get up and just have a newspaper in the hand. What is newspaper? Newspaper is positive team or negative team? Negative. So read newspaper, but after 8. Okay. And the insulin levels, because the sugar levels were controlled, and the insulin levels also came down. So within a week we are able to decrease the blood sugar of these patients who are 80 units of insulin, 50 units of insulin, we are able to stop insulin. Okay, within a week. Patients who could not walk 100 meters, 200 meters, they are walking now 3 kilometers in a week, and ejection pumping power of the heart average increase by 10%. Bad cholesterol decreases, good cholesterol improves, and triglycerides are decrease. And events 9 versus 38, odds ratio of 38 or 11. I think that's it. So doctors are suffering. Doctors have more disease than the patients. Right? So because knowing is not doing. Doctors are good. Yes, that's all. That is all. Yeah, please. So, okay. So remember, the essence is to have positive team. The essence is have positive team, right? And positive team will come from being conscious, right? And remember, A, B, C, D. and that will lead to Kp square, low high blood pressure, right? Get up in the morning. As you get up in the morning, practice, wash your face, brush your teeth, and then sit down on a chair, sofa, and just, I'm a peaceful being, I'm a shining star. The 7 energies are going to each and every cell of my body, 80,000 billion cells. And feel the flow of energy. Supreme Soul, the ocean of 7 energies coming into me, and then the energy going to my body. You understand what is peace, what is love. You know, peace, when you see peace, feel that peace, only truthful thoughts coming. Love, unconditional, respectful care for everyone in the world. I don't hate anyone. I love everyone. I care for everyone, right? That feeling, universal feeling, right? Happiness, super sensuous feeling of joy. Just not happiness, super sensuous feeling of joy, right? Feel that bliss, unbound. I go beyond the bodily world, right? And powers. Feel the powers, right? Full body. Within 20 minutes, the body is charged. Each cell of your body will be charged. Then take bath in that consciousness, right? And then up to 8 a.m. remain positive, right? And we have this, godly versions. 6:30 to 7:30 in our centers. And when I realized this 30 years back, 1986, when I was doing my post-graduation at All Institute of Medical Sciences, then I realized this knowledge. But the day I realized, I stopped. I never missed my morning meditation. I never missed this godly version. I always come to the center to listen to this godly version. Right? Murli, we call it Murli. And then all the day I keep on reminding myself ABCD, ABCD. I keep on realizing ABCD. You don't have to imagine anything, don't have to visualize anything. This is the truth. Realize the truth. What is meditation? Realization of the truth is meditation, right? No hanky-panky things, right? Right? You don't have to do this, you have to do nothing doing, right? You can walking, talking, driving, you do meditation. So meditation is nothing but realization of the truth, and that is meditation, right? Okay? No this, some posture, some doing this, take a deep breath in, getting angry, take a glass of cold water. Cold water make you peaceful? A deep breath will make you peaceful? No. The thoughts will make you peaceful, right? Positive thoughts. Okay? And before going to bed, audit your day, right? And sleep early to bed. Don't remain awake after 10. 10 means 10. In Hindi we call it 10 means bus, right? Okay? Om Shanti. Om Shanti means, Om means I am a soul. Shanti means peace, right? Om Shanti. Thanks for patient hearing. Yeah. I'm sorry for making you late.
We might not make steam right.
Huh?
We might not make it by 10.
So use the higher brains, huh? Apply Asia. But you can apply Asia only when you have Kp square low high blood pressure, right? People cannot apply Asia without low high blood pressure. Kp square low high blood pressure, right?
Okay. So I think you'll agree that Dr. Gupta has been informative, engaging, and very entertaining. So if you'd like to join me in a warm round of applause for thanking him. And I think, as most of you will know, we do have the